Hey, it's Amy Lewis from the KFBK Morning News, along with Brandon Haefele of Catalyst Mortgage. We want things fast. We want things fast. We want to be able to go online, order something, have it at the doorstep, 4 or 5 hours later. If it's the next day, maybe that's a little too slow. What's the difference between going online and getting a home mortgage or dealing with somebody in person? Big differences, right?
It's a huge difference. And I think you hit on the head. We, as a society, want things fast.
Yeah.
We want instant gratification. We want the loan done. We want it done. And, I think that the problem is, although we want some things done fast, delivered quick, a mortgage is something that really needs to have a process. You need to slow down and have that discussion.
So what's the difference, though, between going online and filling out, all these blank spaces and just press and send, or talking to somebody like you?
Well, I think that you can go online and do a inquiry and say, okay, you'd like somebody to contact you from one mortgage company. And right now there's several companies that you fill out your information, full credit application, and it goes to 20 or 30 companies, and they're going to negotiate to get you the best deal. Mm. Well, the problem you have with that is, first off, your credit's going to be run potentially a half dozen times, so your credit score can be affected. But on top of that, are they really looking at getting you the best loan for your situation? Are they really diving into what you, as a consumer, want, or maybe think you want, but really don't know that another option might be better? When you go and talk to a mortgage professional, whether it be a bank, mortgage lender, or a broker, you're getting a person that's actually going to sit with you and discuss what you are trying to accomplish and then help educate you.
I think the big difference, too, is that there's such a huge difference between this and this.
For sure.
Right?
Absolutely. A lot of people, when you sit across the table from somebody, when you're having the discussion of, this is my biggest investment.
Yeah,
this
of
is
my lifetime.
Exactly. This is something that my retirement potentially could depend on, where I'm going to be in 10, 20 years. Being able to have that conversation face to face and shake that person's hand compared to an online form or a company that might be back east that has a call center environment, there is a difference, especially when you're trying to achieve certain goals. Okay, you might say, well, in 5 years, you might be wanting the lowest interest rate, but then in 5 years from now, you don't plan on being in the home. Well, is it really worth paying a bunch of fees and having that lower interest rate when you're going to end up leaving in 5 years? And we talked about that teeter-totter. Whereas on an online company, you might just think that, okay, we'll give you what you want. They're not going to get into what you need and what will benefit you and your family.
Take my credit rating into account when you're looking at online versus a person. Is it good credit, bad credit, so-so credit? I mean, how does that all come into play?
Well, I think that mortgage companies, the online, the auto approval companies that are online, these fast mortgages, apps that you're starting to see, it really that really benefits a small, a small box. I mean, a very, very tight credit box. High FICO, low loan to value, W-2 income. Once you start even becoming a little complicated in one of those things, you're going to be kicked out, and you're going to have to go through a normal system. So, to answer your question, even more so with different variables in your financial picture, you want to have that relationship with someone to talk about your picture and what's going to benefit you.
Is there a difference between getting pre-approved or getting your credit rating? Let's go that direction. Getting a credit rating and then coming to you, or am I going to have to get a credit rating again when I come to you?
Well, if you as a consumer, I'm a firm believer, you should always be monitoring your credit. So, there's the different online, companies, Experian, Equifax. You can do it through the bureau, or you can go through,
He said Experian, Equifax, who else?
TransUnion. But sometimes even your bank will offer a service for a small fee. But so you should always know the idea of your credit score. But once you have decided which company you're going to go with after shopping and telling them verbally what your score is, then yes, they are going to have to pull your credit. But again, those are two different things. Consumers should always monitor their credit.
Okay, so again, just to reiterate, this versus this.
Absolutely.
That's like a world of difference. By the way, you have a really strong handshake. But that's what you need to know, whether going online or talking to a real-life person. These are the things that matter. Go to catalystmortgage.com to find out all the information you need to know.